quick video because I saw the other videos and I probably skipped past all this shit. Just highlights. I did. Yeah. Because once you put these on there, this motherfucker floats. So, to put it on there without those, marked it off, permanent marker. Don't worry. Take alcohol. It'll come off. Anyways, marked it off. So when I put these back on, they're in the right places. I must have missed that part, or they didn't cover it. And now I'm gonna just drill a hole. Find a bit small enough to go in that hole and drill in them. But yeah. And these are pretty hard. If you got the cheaper kit like myself, probably doesn't come with an LED either, so I ordered that today. So, but these too long to go on the bottom. So I don't know how those are gonna work out. They're smaller, but I don't know if it can reach all the parts. So whatever. So I don't know what motherfucker said use a stepper bit. This shit is too short to get through the goddamn bumper. So there's a 1/4 inch 17/64 or that, which is one step up. 1/4 inch. For whatever reason, this one a little bit smaller than the rest. I don't know why, but waller that bitch out. It's gonna give you problems because this doesn't exactly line up with this. Probably because it's cheap as fuck. I don't know. Not cheap as fuck. It's still $350, but cheap compared to $1,000 that it was, or the $600 that it is now. For all you guys, wipe this shit off with alcohol. Higher concentration, the better. I think this is only 70 I'm using, but it seems to work just fine. Before you put down this foam, I guess, so you don't scratch your paint. Obviously, I'm not worried about scratching my paint, but whatever. I'll show you guys this right quick. It'll work on this phone. Right click. What I'm doing here, just have this underneath, and I'm pulling it as my finger is lining it up. I'm really fucking it up because I'm looking at the camera and not what I'm doing, but as you pull it and do it, it saves a little bit of time. But I just figured I'd show you guys, just in case you guys never done this before. Like, done it a couple times. Only a couple though. What I'm doing now is finally found these. I had to buy this separate. And I'm gonna hook up this strobe kind of for the stop. Sort of flashes like 3 times and then just blinks. And this is how I'm gonna tie it in with the stock harness, which is right here. It's gonna just plug in. These are very cheap on Amazon, but I might put a link if I really care that much. Oh yeah. So yeah, these are temporary. So just so I can see what I'm doing prior to hooking everything up. But yeah, I got a little flasher module, shear. White's going to a chassis ground, which I'll show in a second, but I don't have the flash on. And then obviously red with red, black with black. And then the red's going to the blue wire on the stock, and then black on the black side. Yeah, I didn't clean it. I just bolted that bitch down, and it's fine. But yep, that's how she goes. Result, I'll probably still take these up, but then take it off, snip them, put a new module on, or just disconnect in general, right there. All right, and I put a little zip tie kind of mount there, so it's not going to be yanking on my brake light. So hopefully that works. Probably should put a second one in there, just in case that one comes out or fails. But I super glued it, so all good in the world. All right, so this is the end result. I got it all back in. I had to put the tail lights back in and zip tied the module and all that. One thing's to note, I had to buy these separate. I can put a link to the description if you guys want to get ones like these. They're like engine dress-up bolts. One thing to note, these were probably, I had to cut them down, so these were probably 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and then these were about 3/4 of an inch. And I didn't have to cut these down. But that's all I could say. I used the black bolts that are supposed to go out here inside, but I had to put a lock washer on them because they were too long too, so it bottoms out on this. But after I put a thicker lock washer on it, it was fine. But yeah, and the brake light lights up and everything like that. I'll show a quick video here of it working. But yeah, that's about all. Also, I'm probably going to put a link to if you wanted to buy these taillights, not this one specifically, but either a red one, or I can tint it, or I have a clear one too. So just let me know if you guys want to purchase one. I'll put a link to them. So yeah.